Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Will kick this away to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
He shreds the tackle. That picks up a 1st down. They spot it at the 39.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Close to the tight end. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Vols are looking to keep this drive going. They'll run it to the left. Fights off a defender.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in a 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on.
It's a quick tackle. Stop the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now.
This is what makes this tight end so difficult to match up with. Whether you play zone and you create openings and the quarterback's able to throw it into the bigger tight end, or here, because of his athletic ability, he gets open to the corner and a nice throw by the quarterback.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll throw it now. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Bringing pressure. Makes a spectacular diving catch. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Crucial third down play right here. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And the Gamecocks looking to keep this drive rolling. Looking to pass this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Incompletion sets up a second down. And he drops back in the gun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Handoff running right. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. That's an important first down on that running play. And now the running back's got it again. Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back, playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The ball's come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. See if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Now play number 9 on this drive. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And he's going to float this one to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver makes the grab all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good, as still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Here's the handoff. Makes a nice move there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, South Carolina. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And that catch is hauled in. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. But they had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Looks like the ball is loose. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost them 10 yards. Crucial third down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Volunteers have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. A change of direction. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Important second down play coming up. They'll feed the back again. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the 2nd quarter. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. 2nd down after that previous play. Press coverage now from the secondary. Running out of time in the pocket. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Now it's 2nd down here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. And the Vols pick up enough for a 1st down here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line, and the defense brings him down. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give him a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll take the lead in the second half.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. That's a big gain. Finally brought down near the 37.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
It's a run to the left. Finding some room at the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
They'll try to add their lead now to the PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick catch. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49. The Volunteers come to the line to run the hurry-up. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Here's that defense shifting again. They'll run it to the right side. He'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away. This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. They stop him at the 42, but that's a good job by the return team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Send the back in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Impressive spin there. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Defense stops him right at the line there.
No gain on the play. Now, 4th down.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? The quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Caught in the flat by the running back. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the quarterback, it's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he gets into the end zone, cutting the lead now to a single point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. A handoff from the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The Vols will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Lose the ball to the 40-yard line. The Vols begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tennessee 37, South Carolina 36.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And now the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Long enough and good.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Gets rid of it on the move. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Gamecocks churn out another 1st down. With some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
An important PAT now to make this a three-point game. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. He'll hand it off. He's brought down out at the 46. And the Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
And the ball starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. First down here for this offense. They'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Harrison. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. They're going to run it here. He shreds the tackle. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Give it to the back again. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Tennessee, to take the lead in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 in the final quarter. So after taking the lead here very late, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can just seal the win. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. They get him down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return.
South Carolina offense will take over.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. An explosive play, big gain, spotted down near the 37. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. First down, looking to throw the football. The quarterback still keeping this play alive. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. The interception will end it, the final play of the ballgame. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.